Hello and welcome back to Crypto Antics. I think this will be part two of the previous video where to invest. I think I was discussing how investments like treasure bills can actually lose depending on the currency you have using. If they actually have treasure bill that my local currency that use maybe dollar, then I would have been happy about it because if that one promise like maybe 15-20%, I know at the end of the day I'm going to get that per annum. But the local currencies, the fluctuations in it are too much. I think in my local one, it's kind of sometimes make the investment not even. And come to talk about it, so I think normally if you want to invest, the minimum should be at least 30% to actually make some kind of substantial money. If every year 30%, that's even on the low side, but still that should be okay. But 10, 20, if you are trying to use it for anything or grow that money, I think it takes longer. I watch like cumulatively, if you want to actually build some huge amount of money with some small money and want to do like complex interest on it, like to get more interest on that, it will take you quite a number of years if you're actually having just like 10% or 20% interest. I think that will take quite a number of years before you can actually get to substantial money or substantial interest on the money you invested. Okay, so back to where to invest. I think I was talking about the other things that you could put your money in. Examples would be if I think about my local areas, that would be Uber. I think should be most places. Some people can decide, okay, I've gathered some money, let me buy some car and then give it to someone to do Uber taxi or whatever, or something like that. Those ones, it always comes down to the human relation, the person that you are giving, if you are not doing it yourself. Moreover, as I was talking about small capital. So this doesn't even fit in the small capital one. As I said, if you have not been able to raise maybe more than 3,000, 5,000, where to invest would be kind of hard for you. But if you have something like 100, 200 dollars, where to invest, I think you just have to keep it to yourself or something like that. But if you come to the trading, that's why I mentioned that I got into trading. Trading $100, you are okay. You could actually try and multiply it in a certain way. If you are patient and you try to learn before you actually put in your money and not just be fueled by greed. Like just see, oh, this is an opportunity, let me just jump into because trading is kind of brutal. You can easily lose and you can also easily win too. So that's the as I said, the Uber I mentioned doesn't actually qualify. So um, but for example's sake, let's use this ones, even though they don't qualify for the small investment ones. So let's say Uber, maybe farming. I've also heard of like pharmacy store, like a place that they sell drugs. Some people can even go into that. They get a place, open at the firm. If there's none there, they do those things. I think electrical shops and things like that. And consistently, I was hearing from my colleagues the bad situations or experience they had. So, it's quite disheartening though, because you work, you get some money, you want to kind of invest and put in something, and then someone ruins it. From my point of view, it all came down to the human relations part. The Uber one, the person you are giving to, maybe he initially will be giving you something from the examples I heard or the experience from my colleagues. That's what will happen. They would initially make something, and before you realize, the person starts playing tricks with you, not bringing money or complaining about car situations with the car, accidents, things like that. The pharmacy one was even the shocking one because hi, the guy said the person in charge watch what is going, like what is being sold. People are coming to buy, and then they will go and get the same thing and come and place it there and then sell it. So if they know paracetamol or something is what people are buying now, they go and buy a box and then we come and be selling it at the shop so that they will make their profit. It was quite so. This raises the question of trying to put in a lot of security, maybe cameras, which will all add to your cost. Which it's not anyway. Which also brings to me to the point that if humans or human beings don't take care, getting job will be very, and I think that's actually most of the causes of less job in the system. I think unemployment rate keeps rising or something like that. But I think it's the fault of actually workers, the people that go away. Because when someone gets money and try to help by putting in something for others to get some kind of job, then someone come and ruin it. For instance, if you are like let me say high school student, you just complete high school around 16 there or 16 to your teens, let's say your teens, and then you are done, maybe you are waiting to even go to the university, and then you get some small job that can help you, maybe some stuff. Those ones can help, maybe especially those that are not from rich background. But this kind of jobs are being ruined because if someone places them, then place someone in charge of it, the person will it. I will talk about even mobile money. I don't know. I'm sure not everyone knows about mobile money. Mobile money is where people are like they become like mobile bankers. They sit somewhere and then they take money and then they send money around. You get someone to do it, and then the capital that the person is using it. I think this even happened to my uncle. Before he realized the person has funded the money, and then you just have to go and close. But you started with maybe some kind of amount, let's say $1,000 in there, and then before you realize the person have either run away with it or spending your money. And sometimes even my uncle case was like a family case, so he couldn't even do anything because if he tried arresting the person, the family would fall on it. So things like that. And then I think I also mentioned electrical shock. The one that one was also funny because I think a lady was rather in charge there, and then she spent the money, the capital, with the mother. So it's like when they sell, maybe you bring maybe half, and then takes the other half home and enjoy it. By the time the owner realized, the whole money was gone. So those are the bad things I've seen, and I think this will be an advice to up and coming people or the youth. Please, when you get someone's job, please don't deal dishonest with the person because at the end of the day, to come back to that, because when somebody who gets to hear all these things, then they decide not to put up any kind of job for anyone because they feel like they will be cheated out of their money, and the more people that start believing in that, meaning more jobs are going, so their monies that they could have invested will be sitting at the banks, and the banks will giving them peanuts, some small interest, but they will prefer that one than coming to lose it, so they will think it up. So you have to be careful and then try and find a way to rectify that. Otherwise, the job market will always be like that because these small ones helps. Because if you are not satisfied, you don't have professional certification, you need these ones that can help you. That doesn't require much profession, so that you can, education, so that you can easily do it. But people are not putting up those kinds of business because people that comes in are ruining them. Okay, so